welcome back to another but great Minecraft tutorial video. This is the Minecraft SS Regina tutorial, part 1. It is the Great Lakes freighter from 1907, which sank in the, I think the official name for it is like the Great Lakes Storm of 1913, also known as the Great Lakes Hurricane. A very violent storm that happened back in 1913 at Great Lakes, where two giant, already big storms collided and created one really, really giant storm with wind forces as high as like 70 miles an hour or something, and waves of like 30 to 50 feet. Just sunk 19 ships. 19 ships sank in that one storm. So this was one of them, the SS Regina. The pronunciation can be interesting. I tend to say Regina a lot now because it doesn't sound like something else. So this freighter sank between, I think, what was it, between Port Lexington and Port Sanilac on Lake Huron. Um, right off the coast from where my old lake house used to be. That lake house had some like artifacts from it, which is why I just liked the ship so much. So I built it, and yeah, it's fairly special in that kind of way. Um, so I built it, and I'm just not getting into tutorials for it. So yeah, the intro does kind of show, in the storm, when it sank. Um, so yeah, here it is. It's not a very big ship. It's a pretty wide ship too. I was actually pretty surprised how small it was. Um, but the interesting thing about it is there are no blueprints that exist for it. So, um, yeah. I had to do this entirely off of like a few dimensions of the ship and a model of the ship, which I can't even find pictures of anymore, and a few pictures of the real life ship. So yeah, here it is. It does have a green draft. It did have based on the research that I could find, it had a green draft when it sank, and then its launch specs, like a 1907 launch specs, because this is its 1913 version. Its launch specs, I believe it did have a red draft, which is what I'll be building, and also had a wooden wheelhouse. So yeah, I'll just be building the 1907 version. I will show what changes to make for the 1913 version though. As you can see, it's really not many. It's just the draft color and the wheelhouse. So everything else uh, is pretty much the same. But yeah, this is it. So the keel itself should be 130 blocks long. Yeah, give me a second here. Yeah, 130 blocks long. So I'll just measure that to make sure. So yeah, it's up to you whether you want to build the 1907 version or 1903 version. Or not 1903, 1907 or 1913 version. So 1913 version there, building that 1907 version here. So yeah, 130 block long keel, as I just showed. Just got someone messaging me, so slightly distracted, but whatever. We'll build the base plate now. So we'll start on the second block back, and we'll add 3 rows of 2. So 2, 2, 2, and then 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a row of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a row of 76. So 75. We got 76 in total. Now I curve back inward, we'll do a row 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How did this go wrong? What? 7, wait, 7, 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed a row 4. That's on me. 4 rows of 4, and then 2 rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and you should have 7 left over. There we go. So, there's the entire base, but you can go ahead and fill that in. So, red, take out. Oh, well, 400 works, I guess. Yeah, there's the base plate. Now, the thing is, the bow itself, I think, would have been a bit more, a bit more of a longer bow. It's like it was this blunt at the front, but I think the bottom part, the base plate, would have been a bit sharper of a point. I can't be bothered to redesign it though. Like I was actually thinking about redoing the bow before I started the video, but then I realized I'd have to adjust all the rest of the details here. I don't really want to do that, so I'm just sticking with this. But yeah, here's that. So we do need to make it a little bit wider because of this curve right here. So on this end, we'll build out 2 blocks, forward 1, and then 2 blocks out again, just to get that little curve in. We'll do the same thing on the back end here. It'll 2 blocks out, block forward, and 2 out. Then we'll connect these ends like this. Do set red terracotta. And this is actually my second time recording this because I just recorded it the first time and my mic wasn't on the entire time. I only found that out once I put it into my video editor. Now I can see that my mic is on and it's working properly. So that's good. Yeah, it should be about 45 minutes or so. If I don't yap so much. I think I did spend like 2 entire minutes just looking at for pictures of the ship, though, trying to figure out the whole red-green draft thing. So, but anyway, here we have half of our base plate. Now, obviously, I'm going to build the entire hull first, including the details on it. Then I'll copy, flip, and paste. If you don't have World Edit or some sort of copy, flip, paste tool, you're just gonna have to build the other side first. So just keep in mind that, when I build one entire side, I'm gonna copy, flip, and paste it because it's the exact same. So, like if you don't have World Edit, then I recommend building the entire other side of the base plate first, and then moving on with the rest of the draft here. So, but since I do have World Edit, I'm just not gonna waste my time copy, flipping, and pasting everything. So anyway, we'll go ahead and label our sections. Now, I explain this in basically every video where I build the ship hull, is I label these sections to help me with the tutorial, help me record it. When I actually build ships, the ships from the tutorials, I don't add the signs for these sections, because I don't need them. They're just to help with the tutorial itself. So, if you really feel like you need the signs for whatever reason, you can go ahead and add them. I do take them out because, they're just there for marking tools. But, if you don't need them, I recommend just not adding them. But, anyway, that's that. So, yeah, we can get started on the bow now. The center section is 0. So, we start building off of here. We're going to build a row of 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then 2 rows of 2. So 2, 2, up 2, and up 2. Alright, and then section 1, we'll do a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 1. And then we're going to copy that for sections 2, 3, and 4. So I could just go ahead and select the entire section first. Do copy, and then we'll paste this on 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Alright, then section 5 here. Section 5, we're going to build a row of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 rows of 2. It's 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 1. And section 6, we build 4 again. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 rows of 2. 2, 2, 2, and then 1. Alright, then section 7. Wait, no. This is different. I did this wrong. Hold on. It's 4, 3, 2, 2, and then up 2, and 1. Like that. There we go. Now for section 7, we do a row 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. Can I place these blocks in the right spot, please? And then 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, and then 1. Alright, section 8, we'll do a row 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Section 9, we'll remove this block, we'll build off of that there. We'll do a row of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, and 2. Section 10, we'll build off of this block right here. We're going to build a row 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2, and 2. And section 11, finally, we build a row 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, no, not 3, just 4, and then 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2, and 2. Fill in these little gaps here, and that should be the entire bow draft done. You can see all the signs are gone, as they should be. So anyway, moving on to the stern now. Stern is a little bit funkier. I'll go ahead and label all my sections first though. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh no, not 7, I just want 7, and then 8, 9, 10, and 11. Yay! Alright, so this section 0 is a little wonky because it has this little notch cut out for the propeller, which is separate from the rudder post. That just connects onto this back opening, so it will be shaped a little funky, but that's okay. So, section 0, we're going to find the second block back and build it back by 2 like that. On top of this back one, we'll build up by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a 1 on the front there. That's where a little propeller notch will be. So section 1, we're going to build forward 2, then up 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, and then 1. Should be the same height, which it is. And section 2, I'll build a row 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then up by 2, 2, and then 2 more rows of 2, and then 1. Alright, and section 3, we'll build 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, and 2. Alright, in section 4, we build a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. I really can't place any blocks in the right spots now, can I? Alright, section 5, we build a row 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the section that has 3 rows of 2, not 4. Let's try this again. A row of 4, and then 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, and then 2 rows of 3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. I just want to get this over with already. Alright, section 6, we build a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, section 7 now. We build a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, in section 8, we build a row of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, so 2, 2, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then section 9, we'll build off of this block right here. Build a row of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, so 2, and 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. Section 10, we build off of this block here, and we'll build a row of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And then 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 2 rows of 2. So 2 and 2. Alright, then section 11, we build a row of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2. There we go. There's the entire stern freeboard put in. So go ahead and fill in these gaps here. I know I have kind of just been like missing for like a week and a half. Some things came up and I wasn't able to record videos. So I just got things back today. And it is a Sunday. And I know I just finished my Marvel Castle tutorials back on the other Sunday. So yeah. On the last Sunday that I posted a video, so I figured, you know, time to move on to this thing, this tiny little ship. It's a nice little steamer. Tiny, but good. Small but good. I love this ship. So, yeah, also, one thing I do want to explain is basically the bow, or when I built the stern, I was able to reference the 3D model of the wreck of the, because there's like a 3D scan of the wreck of a bunch of shipwrecks in the Great Lakes, actually. So, I pulled up the 3D model scan for this ship, and I built the stern based on that. Just like a week ago, I found out you could actually look around the model more instead of like just printing it or downloading it. So, if I had known that a while ago, I could have done the bow a bit better, but I didn't. So I just based it on pictures of a model of the ship that I found, and I can no longer find those pictures anyway. So I'm just going with what I have. But that is the entire draft done. Well, one side of it. So again, if you're on Bedrock or you don't have World Edit or something, just go ahead and build the other side first, and then we'll move on to the, you know, move on to the freeboard. So obviously, since I'm just gonna wait to copy and paste, I'll add my signs on here, and then we can build the freeboard. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I'll grab my black concrete. And this did have a white bulwark on top of the black concrete, so we'll grab that as well. Alright, so section 0, we'll build in black. We'll go up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And add 1 white smooth quartz block at the top. Now we're going to repeat this for sections 1 through 6, the exact same design. So from here to here, I'll just go like this, just copy, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where, wow, I just can't get anything right. Paste. That's where it goes up to. So all these sections in between are just pasted in here. And one more. Okay, there's sections 0 through 6 done. So section 7 now. Section 7 is a little bit different. We go forward by 2, and then up by 3, 2, 3, then up by 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 white. And then the rest of these are all the exact same, except for section 11, sort of. You'll see what I mean. So just copy this section 8 design through the rest, through, 9, 10, and 11. Just build that first. We go, what is it? Up by 2, and then up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 white. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste this entire design. Copy and paste and paste. And right here. I don't want to break the, what? Paste. There we go. Now for this last section on section 11, go to the top white block up here, and you're going to build behind it build 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get that little, build this little curve here. So underneath that, we'll build down by 3. 1, 2, 3, and 3 again. 1, 2, 3, and then 2, and then if you can just build like 3 back, and that'll connect up. That'll be this whole side wall here, because it does drop down in height, as you can see. So that's just what that is. So continue to just fill in all these gaps. Honestly, I've done this so many times. Explaining it has just become redundant. I shouldn't even think about explaining it because I've explained it so many times. Okay, just go on the inside and fill in the gaps. And there we go. So you can fill in this part as well if you want. There you go, there's the entire bow part done. It kind of looks like the, reminds me of the SS France with that paint scheme. Move on to the stern now. I'm tired of this. Just want to get the video posted. We label these sections as well, 0 through 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There's all our sections labeled. And now I'll build them. So, section 0 here, we're going to build 2 blocks back like that. And then we'll go up by 2. And then 2 back again. And then, I know it looks a little funky, but it'll make sense. I'll build back by 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2, 2, 2, and then 1. You can see this part does look a little funky, but that's just because of this notch cut out for the propeller. Like, if it didn't have that propeller in there, this would have just been straight up, basically, and you can see that looks a lot more like Titanic's kind of stern. But you do have this notch cut out. And then the actual rudder post will sit right behind that cutout. It'll fit right into this notch here. So, it does look a little funky, but that's that. That's how it should be. Alright, so anyway, section 1 here. Moving on. Section 1, we're going to do a row of 2, 2, and then 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows of 2, and then 1. Alright, section 2, we build 3 rows of 3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 rows of 2, 2, 2, and then 1. Alright, section 3, we build a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 2, so 2, 2, and then 1. Alright, section 4, we build a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, and 1. And the actually the bulwark on this, you can see kind of goes up a bit here. This is called a bulwark. It was actually just straight up and not part of the hull. So if you see that these straight sections always end with 1 up, it's just because of the bulwark on top. So that's that. Anyway, section 5 here. Section 5, we'll do a row of 3, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, and then 1. Alright, section 6, we'll do a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 2, and 1. Alright, section 7, I build a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Alright, section 8 now. Section 8 we'll do a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. Alright, and then section 9, we build 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1. Alright, and then section 10, we build a row of 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a row of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then a row of 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1. Alright, and then section 11, finally, we build a row of 2, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. And there we go, there's the entire stern freeboard done. So we can fill in these few little gaps here, mostly in the bulwark. And before you go ahead and fill in the side panel, I actually have to add a few blocks here. Basically just finish up this bulwark section here. So on the very outer end, we'll add 11 blocks going forward off the back of here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you just build down, that's where it will connect to the bow. So, I'm going to go ahead and build all that up. I'll just set all this to black concrete in the middle. So set black concrete. And there we go, that all lines up nicely. That is really the entire main hall, well, one side of it. So yeah, we can go ahead and move on to details and such now. And then I'll copy and paste after all that. So I'll grab my black wool, because there are some like cargo doors. This was also a package freighter. So there was like, with these cargo doors on the side, you could load packages on the inside. And like, I think like basically little compartments surrounding the cargo holds, put your packages. This is actually known to have a pretty shallow draft. So most ships would have their draft a little deeper because of, how much cargo they were carrying. This one was known to have a shallower draft, and so it could like fit through canals and whatever. That's how a package freighter is supposed to be, I guess. But anyway, enough of yap. Got the cargo doors. So I'm just using black wool for these. I'm not really sure how the doors would have been. They might have had some sort of, I think they probably would have had some sort of handle on them. I'm not too sure though. I'm just going to use simple, plain black wool. So you go to the very outer section here on the back. Go to the third block down right here. And we'll count to the 15th block forward from here. So 15th is right here. I just punch out a 2x3 and put in our black door. There we go. There's one door. So then we'll leave a 34 block gap between doors. So on the 35th, we'll build our next door right here. And then leave a 37 block gap, and on the 38th, we'll build our next door after this. 38th is here. So there we go. There's our 3 cargo doors. And yeah, all the details are the exact same on the other side, except for some of the nameplates. So, yeah, there's those cargo doors. Now we'll move on to the propeller and rudder. So, if you're doing the green draft here, which I would think that more people would do actually, because that's how it is when it sank. That's how most people know it anyway. For the basically propeller shaft, I used a wax weathered copper trapdoors. If you don't use waxed, then it'll over time it'll like turn a more bluish color. So make sure it's waxed. As for the rudder post itself, I just used mossy cobblestone wall. Obviously, these will be different for the red draft, but these other blocks here, just sandstone and birch trapdoor and black stone wall, should be the same. Oh, you know, for these doors, you could probably actually. I'm not sure whether these doors like popped out, like a plate on top of the hull, or if they were kind of embedded in the hull. I was about to change them to black stone concrete, or black stone concrete. Wow, my mind is not straight today. Black stone wall. To kind of like embed them inside, but I actually don't really know if they were embedded or not. So I'll just stick with the black wool. But anyway, for the propeller, go in this little gap here, go on the second block up right here, and we'll build a single smooth sandstone, and surround the corners with the smooth sandstone stairs. And then the center block, put its birch trapdoor. Goodness, jeez, that's loud. And then we'll grab, for the red draft, we'll use a mangrove trapdoor. Just wrap it around here, just for the other shaft. Again, if you're doing the green draft, you're going to want to use the waxed weathered copper trapdoors. That's the propeller there. As for the rudder, I'm going to use brick wall, blackstone wall. So for the brick wall, we just add a line all the way up like that, and then just add 2 blackstone wall there. Oh my gosh, Grayson, no. How do I not get those notifications? Okay, I guess that worked. Anyway, down here for the rudder itself, we'll just build 2 blocks, and then 2 back again. And go up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 up right there. And then in black, 1 there, and just 2 behind it, like that. And then just fill in the entire section here with red concrete, or red terracotta, not concrete. That's our rudder. If you want to add some like stairs to that or something to make it a little more round, you can, but I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So yeah, there's okay. Well, no, goodness, there's that done. What's next? The buffer. There's like this little buffer thing. I just made it with dark oak signs. So if you go to your second to last section right here, section 10, go to the second block down, and we'll build 1, 2, 3 signs going forward. And this all just wraps around the entire back of the ship. So it's just this. Wow, he does not know how to not be annoying. I do not like Grayson, in case you couldn't tell. I just do not. He's annoying. And I am far from. Give me a second. Dismiss. How do I mark all as ready? Yes. Notifications. There we go. Notifications should be off now. At least for that. Alright. So you got the buffer put in. We can also add the nameplate on the back here. It just says Regina. This thing was registered in Montreal. Nope, not Montreal. Montreal. Use my white dye on it. And glowing sack. Regina, Montreal. Nice. Other details. I think we fly to the bow now. That's all the stern area is done. On the bow, yeah, we'll start with the basically markers, depth markers. It's just 5 buttons, like that. And again, obviously you have to do all this on the other side if you don't have world edit. So yeah, got those 5 buttons there, and then we do the anchor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So grab our nether brick fence, black stone stairs, and a black stone wall. So go to the second block up on the freeboard, go to the fourth block back, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then this fourth one here. Replace that block with another brick fence, and a stair there, there, with 2 walls on top. If you want to make a better looking anchor than that, by all means go ahead. It's just kind of the best I could think of. So, it was actually like really low and in the front though, so it is an accurate placement for it. And accurate size, I think. But, yeah, if you can do better, go ahead and try. I encourage you to. But move on with these other details. So, on the very front of the bow again, we'll go to the 5th block up, right? Yeah, 5th block up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll go to the 4th block back. So that's 1, and then 2, 3, 4. Place a bottom slab there. And leave a 3 block gap, so 1, 2, 3. And on the 4th, we'll do the same thing. I think that's right. Huh. Okay, that's not actually right. These should be moved back a block. So, this should be on the 5th block back, not 4th. So there we go. I knew this one was on the corner here. So, from above this slab, we'll go up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, right here. Punch out that block and we'll add an upside down stair facing the back, like that. That's just a little porthole. I don't have any interior of the ship, actually, since there's absolutely no blueprints for it. So, I mean, if you want to try and make interior, you can, but I just try my best to replicate portholes and, like, rope, like, openings, mooring openings for the ship. So, these are the portholes here. Add one there, and then leave on the front end of that, leave a 3 block gap, 2, 3, and on the 4th, another stair there. 1 block gap behind, and on the 2nd here, another stair. I seriously cannot do anything right. We have a 2 block gap, and on the 3rd right here, we place another stair. So that's our portholes. There are signs here as well. It's the nameplate signs, so grab my sign. Where these 2 portholes are, right in the middle, go on the block above, and we'll add the nameplate, SS Regina. And then below that, we'll put Canadian Lake Line. So Canadian and Lake, and then line. There we go. And that Canadian Lake line, we'll have to flip around these 2 signs here. We copy, flip, and paste. Other than that, should be good. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we can copy and flip and paste it to the other side. So fly over to here. We go down here. Just go like that. Staying in the middle. I'll do copy, flip right, and paste. And there's the entire other side done. You can see our little signs wrapped around it all. Got the cargo doors. On the back, we got all the details. Except here, you know, you gotta change this to Canadian Lake Line. Yay. There's the entire hull. So now you can go ahead and fill it in. And I believe it was just using this, I did have this bare steel deck with light gray concrete, so I'll just go ahead and fill it in like that. Big fill, oh, fill, fill, light. Why can't I type either? I I swear I can't do anything right today. So yeah, there's the entire floor filled in, light gray concrete. Now you can go ahead and add your handrails, which were interesting. The handrails themselves were actually white, while the like pillars for the handrails were black. Now I could have used well, for black fences, I would usually use the nether brick fence, but those won't connect to the pale oak fence or any other kind of fence actually. So I've had to stick with the dark oak fence. See the same thing on the bow spur there. So it's just a pretty simple pattern. You just have dark oak fence, two pale oak fence gate, dark oak fence. Just repeat this pattern all the way along. Just go ahead and like stack by, I don't know, 25. Okay, that was too much apparently. But 20. Yeah, that's a bit better. Here we go. Now I'll copy and paste all these handrails to the other side. And though that's wrong. It should be to there. I think now I can do stack 25. Yeah, it still doesn't make it to the end. There we go. There's all the handrails put in place on the one side. Now I'll copy and paste that to the other side. Stay in the middle here. Just do copy, click right, and paste. And see, this is what I mean by... Okay, well, I guess they do connect, actually. But the nether brick fence doesn't connect to, like, dark oak fence, so... I guess you can use the nether brick fence if you want. Might make it look less wooden. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, I'll stick with dark oak. Just because. I also use dark oak for the bow spur. I don't want those. Like this was technically the colors are a little mismatched now. If I used nether brick fence, because there's no nether brick fence gate, which is annoying. But whatever. Just want to get this done now. But anyway, there is a wall I'm gonna add here and fill in this deck, and then it'll be done finally. So if you go to your decking right here, count to the what is it? 19th block back. That's one. Count to the 19th back right here. And we'll add an entire wall across here. And this wall should be 5 blocks tall total. So that's one. And then stack 4 up. And then fill in the deck above, which is also just light gray concrete. So there we go. And you can see if we go inside here, you got the little portholes up in the top. And down in here, you got the little areas for the anchor, the mooring openings. So yeah, that's it for this part 1. Part 2, it'll probably be like a 3 or 4 part tutorial. And I forgot to say is that if you're building the draft, it should be like the 7th block underneath the water line. So since it does have a rather shallow draft, the water line would probably be about here. It might look a bit better if you put it on the 6th block here. That's just me though. Or if you wanted to get even more realistic, you could put it on the 8th block up right here where the black sits. Because it's a big, not a big ship, but it would have been heavy with all its cargo. So I guess it depends on how much you want the ship to be loaded. So you could even put it down like here or here. Just have more of the draft sticking out for it unloaded. But yeah, mine isn't even in water, so not really a big deal to me. So yeah, that's for part one. Part two will probably be like the main structures for the deck houses here, potentially details as well. But we'll see. Probably 3 or 4 parts. But yeah, that's really all I have for this video. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. So bye for now.